The job apocalypse is upon us. We have World War III pending, Elon Musk telling everyone that we're going to have universal basic income. And then we start to think, well, is a job even possible to get nowadays? I mean, I keep applying and waiting, and nothing seems to be happening. So, what do I do? And why is this happening? Before you start retiring at the age of 28, you need to start understanding what's happening in the marketplace. You have technological advancements with AI. You have companies being super picky about who they hire for more than one reason, by the way, and I'll give you a few in this video. And then you have people who are literally applying for jobs like it's the 90s. Like people in 1992 used a CV, they mailed it, I think, or they applied online. No, they didn't. They applied online in 1996. Anyway, they applied for 10 jobs. They heard back from 6. They got 2 offers. They accepted 1. They also bought a house in 5 years, right? We're applying for jobs in the same way that people in the 90s did. And we're complaining about it, which is completely backwards to me because I'm seeing all the data. Last month, I had the opportunity to speak to 1,400 job seekers. 99% of them were totally dissatisfied by their job search, that they thought about quitting altogether, like completely quitting, getting a job, paying their bills, going on unemployment benefits to just say, you know what, what's the point? I've spent all this time and money at university. I want to do this dream job. I've spent everything I have to be a productive member of society. And I just feel really short-changed by the system or by the companies or by the job search model. And I don't blame them for feeling that way, but I want to shed a little bit of light because there's a lot of other people, a smaller group, but a lot, who are actually having a better time at job search. So what are they doing that you're not? If you're in camp A, which is, hey, I'm applying, nothing's happening, and you want to get into camp B, which is, hey, I'm actually getting offers, what's the differentiation? If you've seen any of my content before, you know I talk a lot about reaching out to people, speaking to decision makers, getting your name known, and just sticking out from the crowd. You cannot do that with the traditional job search model. Your traditional job search model is designed for lazy people. You apply, there's a resume or a CV, it's digital, there's a software, it eliminates it, a human does not read it, you do not exist, you are a ghost, you are an invisible, and you complain that nobody calls you. And you complain that nobody emails you back. So how many times do you have to hit your head against the wall before it really starts to hurt? Okay, so that's point A, camp A. That's where you are right now. Camp B, speaking to people. It's astounding to me how difficult it is for people to speak to people nowadays. Like reaching out to someone you don't know is the scariest thing for someone today. I have an unfair advantage because the work I used to do was business development in financial services. So my job was reaching out to people and speaking to people I didn't know on a daily basis, which is why I communicate the way I do today. But this is not a skill that takes 15 years to build. This is a skill that you can kind of push yourself out of your comfort zone to build yourself. But you have to reach out to people. Camp B, job seekers who get offers, they speak to people they don't know and they ask intelligent questions. Now, if you muster up the courage to speak to a hiring manager you don't know, do not say, can I get a job? That's a bad question. I'm sure I don't need to tell you that. Some of you I do, but most of you I don't. What you should be asking is more about company culture fit, soft skills, work style, why companies hire, specific personality traits. If you're an international job seeker, a company is going to give you sponsorship if you are a good fit to the existing team. What does that mean for a company? Is that soft skills? Is that company culture? What type of person are they looking for? Is your role AI proof? If it isn't, how do you build the skills, and will that company allow you to build them internally when you get the job? And if you show that you can actually be a good fit, they're more likely going to hire you. So camp A, job seekers, I'm going to kind of keep going back to this. Camp A, apply, wait, rejected, invisible. Camp B, speak to people. Now they know you exist, ask intelligent questions, but that's not all. There's more to it. You want to get meetings with these people. Now, if you get meetings with somebody who has hiring decision ability or decision-making ability when it comes to hiring decisions, and they like you, Do you have a better chance at getting an interview? That's a big yes, you do. Now, why are you not doing it? This is what you need to start pushing for, okay? Speaking to people who have decision making ability that don't know you exist yet, to get them to know you exist, to get them to say yes to the question, can I make an application? Will you help me make an application? Will you help me make an application that results in an interview? That's a closing question. I teach this to my clients. If you have somebody who has decision making ability, who likes you, and you ask a question like that, and they say yes, you magically have an interview. I know it sounds like rocket science, but it's actually speaking to people. If you have a list of companies you want to work for, you will have a much better chance in Camp B by reaching out to those people and knowing why you would fit into those companies. If, like the majority of job seekers that I speak to, when I ask the question, where do you want to work? Well, I don't mind. Why do you want to work there? Well, I don't mind. What sets you apart from everybody else? Well, I'm hardworking and motivated. Well, I freaking hope so, because no company's going to hire you if you're not hardworking and if you're not motivated, right? So that's not a USP. You need to know who you're looking for as a company, what job you want to do. You want to back it up with a good elevator pitch. An elevator pitch is 30 seconds of why you are going to be the right fit for a company. If you can sell that, you will have a much better chance at being considered as an actual applicant. Now, let's not stop there, because again, if we come back to Camp A, apply, wait, reject, they don't know you exist, the software eliminates your digital CV resume, and you complain about it. Or Camp B, which is I'm speaking to people, I know which companies I want to go for, I know what I'm going to say to them, I know how I'm going to sell myself. You then get informational calls and interviews. Those interviews, do you feel that you would have an easier interview if somebody knows you exist in that company prior to making an application and prior to having that interview? The answer is yes. So if they know you exist and you get an interview and you're going to have an easier interview because they know you exist, why are you not speaking to 100 people a day? Just let's pause the video or pause what we're doing here. Why are you not speaking to people? It's a no-brainer at this juncture, right? You need to speak to more people who are going to know you exist. You're going to have to ask intelligent questions, and then you're going to have to be able to sell yourself. Now, some of you watching this, you're going to say, well, Milo, I'm introverted. I don't really like to speak to people. Here's my advice to you. Tough luck, because you're not going to get employed if you're going to be introverted and just apply, because you're going to remain invisible. I'm sorry to tell you this. You need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to really pull your socks up and start speaking to people. Fail forward. Get used to speaking to people. When you get the job, be introverted if it's the right company for you. It doesn't mean you're going to have to sell items on the street to people. You're probably not looking for that if you're introverted. If you're extroverted and you've got this bundle of energy, you want to speak to people, but you don't know where, you're like a golden retriever trying to find a basketball, you need to refine your strategy. Introverted, extroverted, doesn't matter. You need a strategy. You need to know what to say to who, how, and when. Reach out to me. I will tell you who to speak to, what to say, how, and when. And I'll also help you with a company list as well if you need it. Literally, the people I work with, they get multiple offers in 6 weeks. I'm hoping this video is kind of opening your eyes as to why. Because you're doing the same thing, hitting your head against the wall, hoping for the best, and nothing's happening. And then you're continuing to do it. It's like insanity. What did Einstein say? Doing the same thing, expecting a different result. That's literally insanity. You are literally insane. So let's stop the insanity and start networking, start speaking to people. Let's get communication as a skill. How's that? Let's show, if we're a leader, let's show that leadership skill. Like literally. If you have leadership skills, which is quite rare, so if you're watching this and you think, you know what, I have leadership qualities, what better way to improve your job search than to show companies you have that? If you're a communicator, but you're not communicating, you're shooting yourself in the foot. If you have empathy, adaptability, teamwork, whatever soft skill it is, a company doesn't know you have it and they're not judging you correctly. You're not actually giving them an opportunity to hire you because you're just not doing it, right? So change it, change the approach. Let this video be a wake-up call, because the world's changing and it's changing really freaking quickly and we need to keep up, okay? So like and subscribe. If you like these rants, let me know. If you don't like them, you can let me know as well, and I'll see you on the next one.